This video is good through May 23rd, 2010. Welcome to the weekend edition here at freetradingvideos.com. And we experienced a big-time bearish week this week. On Friday, the markets closed in bullish territory, up over 1% across the board, with the VIX dropping over 12%, closing at 40. So we're looking here at the S&P daily. As far as classical Dow theory is concerned, any close under the 200-day moving average is considered being in a bear market. And sure enough, on Thursday we closed well below the 200-day moving average, which you see right here, that Matador calls Big Red. As on Friday, we get a bounce coming in, putting us on the MACD with a positive tick. It's an itsy bitsy little guy, but we do have a positive tick there. That means we have a crossover taking place on the MACD using the filter 5, 9, and 2. Now, looking over here at the weekly, let's take a gander at some things here. We come crashing down from a rising wedge, coming down, breaking down, and then as last week, we found some support at the 50-week moving average. That's that red one coming up. However, this most recent week, we come crashing down below that. We're in a lot of trouble here, but there is a support area that I'm looking at 1068 coming across on the weekly. So I'm looking for some support here. And we are looking here at the MACD 1226.9, which is very typical. This is a default here. We still have a big negative tick. So with this negative tick on the weekly, it's still saying that we have some more down motion that we could be making here. However, we'll call it if we see it. Now, here's the monthly. The monthly, I did drop in. Now that we have dropped down a little bit, usually I wait for a second bar, but in this case I do have I did go ahead and drop a line down. Normally I'd wait for a second bar and then drop this line, so this one might change. This line's just there from last time, and then we have this big line coming across from these big lows back here in the late 80s, early 90s coming across. So that would be a big time area. The question is what type of support do we have? We have a significant drop taking place. We have the 200-month moving average acting as support, and we'll have the 20-month moving average also acting as support. But far as this chart's concerned, we're in a lot of trouble as far as the monthly is concerned. The monthly beats out the weekly beats out the daily. The monthly is showing a lot of weakness, and that's something I'm looking at quite closely. If you look at the monthly 5, 9, and 2 MACD down here, you can see, let me move some things over here. By the way, a lot of you are probably asking what this is. Relative strength indicator. Right here, you can see that we're going red. So that doesn't bode well for the monthly either. But look at this big negative tick on the monthly 5, 9, and 2. So it's saying that things are just getting started. I'm going to also take a look here at the Dow. Here's the Dow. The Dow dropped today. We come down, find some nice support at 99220. And we come rallying straight back on Friday. We have the 200-day moving average that should act as resistance. But other than that, the next area of resistance should put us right here at 10395. And that would be this area right here. So let's see what the markets brings us. But look at this, nice volume. Really nice volume on the pop. So I haven't said this yet, but I'll just tell you now, I'm expecting some bullish activity to take place next week. That's what I am looking for. And I'm hedged because I don't know what's going to happen, but I have a lot of longs getting ready to trigger if we do pop. And check this out. Here's the weekly on the Dow. And we broke down. We have some support here right at 10,000 obviously, and then 10,625 as a resistance. And we do have the moving average coming across here, the 50 week moving average at 10.454 at this moment. So this thing could do whatever it wants to pretty quick. Here the MACD 12, 26, and 9, still big negative ticks here. Let's look at the monthly. The monthly is, and that's Matador calling me, so I'm gonna actually mute that. All right, so here we have a nice run up on the monthly. We did break down here this trend line, and we broke down below the 100 month moving average right there. As of this week, we're finding some support here at the 11 EMA exponential, the 11-month exponential moving average. It's hard to see, it's magenta, but we have some support here right at 10,000 per normal, and the 200 and the 20 are still down here. So the question is, how will this fare out on the monthly? On the monthly, and we have a big negative tick. Things are just now crossing over. Looks ominous. All right, now last but not least, let's look at the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, we come across big drop on the daily. We're down below 200-day moving average, but the difference here is we actually closed higher than the 200-day moving average. I'm looking at some resistance at 2250, and also looking at some support down here at 2118 to 2120 area. But we have some more immediate area right here at 2200. So I can see it bouncing around here a little bit, but I think the markets get really bullish and run bullish through the rest of the this month going into next month is what I'm projecting. And if we look right here at the weekly, we come breaking down. We broke down for the 50-week moving average. That's the red one right here, finding some nice support right here at 2234, 2235 area, and we're gonna have resistance right here at 2325. So let's see how this plays itself out, and let's look here at the monthly. Monthly is very important. The monthly looks like it's just breaking down like the rest of them, but it has some nice support at the 50-month moving average. That's right where we closed at 2230 area, and with a lot of support below, especially at the 2080 mark on the monthly. That should be a big one, as if it were to continue south. But we have all these other moving averages, the 100-month, the 200, the 20-month. They're all right here, willing to serve as support if the markets will allow it to do so. Big negative tick, as usual on the big monthlies. So what am I personally expecting? This is what I'm personally expecting. I'm expecting some rally to take place, and I think this rally will take place next week through the rest of May and maybe into June. But let me say this, I've been saying it for the last couple months, and probably too early for most of you, because it's hard for you to see the markets going up when somebody's sharing with you the warning signs, that there's thunder in the distance. But what we have is the markets are damaged in a big way. The markets are in grave danger, and I think even with the rally, there's no way that we get back to the S&P. But I think that there's a 0 chance we'll get it back up to the 1230 area. That's a huge area of resistance. I think that we'll possibly challenge it or get near it, but after that, all bets are off. I think the markets have a significant retracement that it will do, so just stay tuned. Take care and safe trading.